Now, I don't share this information now or ever for you or anyone to diagnose others without the proper education and experience. You're not helping yourself or others with armchair diagnoses. And if you were this person who walks around diagnosing others, you really might be the person with the narcissistic traits. And you'd do better to self-explore with a therapist than walking around labeling people that you have conflict or struggle with as personality disordered. Diagnosis is not what's important when moving through our personal lives, y'all. What's important for highly sensitive people and survivors is being able to protect ourselves from people who have the propensity to be hurtful and neglectful without responsibility or repair. We have to be able to recognize and differentiate the people around us who take too much from our cups without also being able or willing to refill our cups. If we want authentic, healthy people in our lives, we must be those people for ourselves first. And that will attract more healthy people and will repel people stuck in dysfunctional personality. To protect ourselves, we need to know the difference between genuine, generous, and interested interaction and gameplay. To maneuver the human race with grace and wisdom, it's my belief that we also need to understand, practice, and work with what our intuition is, how it shows up, and how it's different than our anxious or critically programmed voices in our heads. You really can learn to repel instead of attract disordered personalities. So these distinctions, I'm going to speak in generalization because that's how we learn. There are lines between these characteristics of personality disorder, but there's also overlap. I really mean it when I say that the terms, the labeling is really less important. I know that we are living through a time where our culture is obsessed with labeling in terms of identity and labeling in terms of psychology. But identity and psychology, these are not stagnant things. These are not things that get defined once and it's done. Psychological understanding and all forms of identity, they evolve over time. Science is healthily supposed to be open to evolution too. Old theories disproven, newer theories explored, and new results lauded by new communities. Labels subconsciously make us believe these mental, emotional, psychological things are as definable as the walls of a house. And that's just not how this stuff works. All of these lines between mental, emotional, psychological, healthy, and unhealthy, they're all open to interpretation. There's nuance. There's understanding the difference between a human having a season, having an experience, versus the development of a personality around these traits. If you'd like to get exclusive content not available anywhere else, find our Patreon at patreon.com/emotionalbadass.